Up next on the MARR Army Rock Show, we're happy to have Steph, or as she's known online, Steph with an F, from St. Paul, Minnesota band City of the Week with us. They've got some great news about a summer festival and a lot more going on. Steph, welcome back to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So it's really great to have you back, and the thing that first prompted me to call you back on the show was a big announcement you guys have about that famous festival in Wisconsin, so I'll let you tell the folks about that.
Yeah, so we're back at Rockfest for a third time. It's out of Cadott, Wisconsin, and it's amazing, and there's some really huge acts this year. Slipknot, Limp Bizkit, Snoop Dogg is even playing this year, which is crazy because it's a rock festival, but I think it's awesome. I love Snoop Dogg, so I think it's going to be just wild.
Now, the festival, for people that don't know, Cadott is almost, it's not really in your backyard, but it's like an hour from your hometown, I guess, and we love going out there. It's our favorite festival anywhere. Tell us a little bit about what's so cool about the Rockfest experience for you as a band.
Yeah, Rockfest, I think, is the best, run festival. We're really close with them. Obviously, this is our third time. Our first year was 2015, and just dealing with the staff, they always get back to us really quickly. Each person that runs their department just kind of knows what's up. It's really easy to deal with the media side of it. It's easy to set up meet and greets. All the fans are really cool. I mean, it's Wisconsin. Everybody just wants to drink and party and just listen to music. So from all aspects, it's really great. The sound people, the crew are all really, they do their jobs. We always get good sound checks. The stages are great. Everything about it is they really just perfected a really great festival with really great people. So it makes our job way easier. Obviously, we show up to a festival and it's just a train wreck, or getting passes for our crew or whatnot. Sometimes some festivals it's just hell, just getting just the basics down. So when it's made easy for us, it's just we can breathe a little bit,
Now, you guys have two sets Friday, and you landed in a kind of a really cool place because you guys are between Papa Roach and then and Slipknot, and then again after Slipknot. Is that right? You got two sets?
Yeah.
So what's the challenge of playing two sets? Is that going to be a difficult strain for you guys, or you've been down that road before?
Our first year in 2015, they wanted to book us for, it was a total of 6.5 hours. So it was between every main stage act, starting at 4 p.m. till 3 a.m. Which I was that's a little excessive. So we actually went with it was the equivalent of 3.5 hours, maybe 4, because at the end it gets a little dicey. It's kind of whenever people go to bed, whenever they stop serving alcohol, whatever. Yeah. So it was 3.5 hours. So I mean, I don't mind it. We're all of us, went to music school, or we're professional musicians, have been playing for at least 15 years. So to us, it's kind of whatever. That's just what we do. And then our 2017 year, we were actually on the main stage, so they, you just get your 45-minute slot, which that felt like a breeze then compared to the, 2 years before when we played for 3.5 hours. So now this one is just kind of a middle ground, it's the equivalent of, I want to say 2.5 hours. So
that's a lot of time.
I mean, it's a lot of time, but our first set is 60 minutes, so it's an hour, and then the next one's an hour and a half. So if you break it down like that, it's really kind of nothing.
It's actually one of the things we love about that festival so much is you get the full sets, even from it's not that typical 30-minute festival experience. We get to see you for a full set, so we actually like that about that festival. And hey, so you got a lot more to tell us about. Tell us about the DVD you guys have available out right now.
Yeah, so we decided to embark on our biggest project yet. And so for we started it November 2018, and we filmed and worked on it for a long time, and we actually just finished it, what was it, November 2019, I think, is when it came out, and we just decided to showcase, our the raw talent, the raw side of rock and roll a little bit. I feel every time we play a show or everywhere we go, we just see so many bands, just everything is tracked, the vocal lines are tracked, there's just so much production or whatnot that you just can't really see just back to the basics rock and roll, a guitar, a bass, the singer, just playing their instruments, doing their thing. And so I'm like, let's do a DVD where people can really just see, what that's like. We can really flex on our skills a little bit. People can see what each instrument's doing, and also give people backgrounds on what the songs are about, so they have more of an understanding. And I feel like the more you know about a song, the more you can connect with it. And something that we are always really good about is our fans very heavily connect with our music because we're really specific in what we say. I feel like rock has become a lot more vague than it used to be, and we try and keep it very, very specific because that's what we like to do. And so I just think giving them even more insight of why we said things and why we did them would help them connect with us more. And it's pretty much everybody that's ordered a DVD, which is, a good amount of people, has reached out and been like, wow, thank you for sharing this. It's really, I think it's awesome, and they've been really excited about it. So that's why we did it. We did it for the fans, and it will definitely be a long time before we do another project that big, because we did everything ourselves. We recorded ourselves, Kaya's Cody. He did everything. He is the one that set up all the recordings. He's the one that mixed it. He's the one that filmed everything. He colored and edited. He did everything, and that's a lot for one person. So, but yeah, it was definitely a worthwhile project, and it was a 1-year anniversary of the original record that came out, so we obviously wanted to do something, and we did it.
So, talking about the 1-year anniversary of that original record, I wanted to ask you about that. What is the most popular, a year later, what's the most popular song that came off that record, and did that surprise you? In other words, when you released that record, what did you think was going to be the biggest tune, and which one ended up being the biggest one for you guys off that record?
Censor This is probably the biggest, but we also put the most marketing behind it. It was the very, very first song we did. Obviously the song that you put the most marketing dollars and you hire a PR firm behind it, that's going to be the biggest generally. Obviously, people, things catch on quicker than others. But it's we really put a lot into that one, so it did the best. We did a radio campaign with it, so it charted on, all the rock radio, all that stuff. And then we didn't put radio dollars in anything else, but, Censor This was definitely a crowd favorite. And I'm not surprised. When we were in the studio, our producer was like, this is this could be a hit, it has that, catchy chorus and whatnot. And, yeah, it was predictable.
Now, last May, you guys released a cover tune, and you did a cool take on it. So tell us a little bit about the cover you did and how you chose to interpret that tune.
The Halsey cover?
Yeah, back in May. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, honestly, that one was just kind of a little fun project we decided to do. We've been doing cover shows where we need 2 hours of material, which we don't really have, and we try not to play all our really old stuff just because we're trying to move forward a little bit. So we needed to learn a bunch of covers, and so we have everything from 70s classic rock to, we play some Bruno Mars and Halsey. We get the whole spectrum of everything. And when we were playing the Halsey tune, Without Me, it just come out, and we're like, we like this. This is cool. We can do our own little take on it. Give it because it's such an angsty song. It's such a, it kind of has that little emo undertone to it. So we're like, let's rock it out a little bit. And so we just decided to take a little weekend trip to Ohio and do it in the studio and make a short little visual. We went to our old studio space and found an empty room in the building and just kind of rolled with it, So,
you make that sound so easy, just a short little video, but that came out to be a pretty cool video you did.
Thanks. We just kind of, that's kind of all it was. It wasn't a deliberate, we're going to do a cover, we're going to put it out. Because we did the Incubus cover March, 2017 or 18? I can't remember. We did the Incubus cover, and that was a very deliberate, we want to do a cover, This one was just kind of we just like this and let's do it. And that's kind of how we rolled with it.
So, what do you guys have in the tank right now? Are you working on another single or maybe an EP or a record? I know there's all kinds of possibilities these days in the industry. What are you guys planning on doing next?
Yeah, so we filmed a music video last year for Trust Nobody that came out on our Pulling Teeth album, and it's a really big project. I mean, we flew to LA a few times, and I guess we flew into LA, but we drove to Ridgecrest. So we've been kind of driving all over. We actually drove to Ridgecrest, but we started in like Nevada and Arizona, like looking for the right location. So it was like a week just trying to find the right location, and then we had to secure all the props and the guns and the really expensive vehicles. And so there's just like so much we had to do for it that it's taken us a long time, but it's about to come out this month, and it's going to be wild and awesome. And we're also working on this whole last year. We've been flying to LA as well and working with a producer. Actually, a couple producers. So we have 3 songs pretty much done, ready to go, and then we have a whole folder in the works. So new music video, and then hopefully the new stuff will be out. Hopefully, like May, June is kind of what we're aiming for.
So, hey, I don't want to rub this in your face at all, but I know you're a veteran shiprocker, and we just got back off of the cruise. So, I just want you, we have a lot of shiprockers listening to this show, and I think they love when they hear musicians reflect on their shiprocked experience. So, tell us what it was like for you.
Yeah, I'm really jealous you went this year because we had so much fun. I mean, we didn't play, we just partied. For us, that was like our vacation. Like, since we weren't playing, we were just there just to drink our asses off, and that's what we did. It was cool. I'd never been on a cruise before. It was a lot chillier than I thought it was going to be. Last year, I thought it was really, really chilly. It was I was wearing sweaters and long pants the whole time. That's kind of it. I remember I sang karaoke to Stacy's mom in the casino. I mean, that was the closest I got to performing. But I don't know. I think the community is really great. Like the people, the Shiprock community, just the rock community in general is really great. It's cool to see a lot of the same people that we've seen at festivals that we played, like Rocklahoma. We saw a bunch of people from there. Rockfest, Rock USA, like Chicago Open Air. Like, you just see so many people over and over, and it's really cool to have that community and have that family, and everybody seems to be really supportive, and they just really enjoy living their lives and having a good time and listening to music, and it's cool to be around people like that, So, yeah, it's fun.
Well, hey, we're looking forward to the new stuff coming out, and we'll keep an eye on that. They are City of the Week, spelled W-E-A-K, if you're looking for them online out of St. Paul, Minnesota. And be sure to check out their DVD that they got, and they've still got some bundles out there available for their last record, Pulling Teeth, as well. So, hey, Steph, man, looking forward to seeing you out at Rockfest. We'll definitely be over there checking out your set in between Papa Roach and Slipknot. That's pretty incredible. So, we're looking forward to seeing you out there.
Yeah, it'll be exciting.